This is Scott, another smart person.
Hey, Scott.
How's it going?
So in answer to your question, John, so this is a casual. This is what they call these enclaves now. You know, where you go into these rooms that have tables and chairs, and you just kind of sit around a little thing like this and meet. And maybe they'll put in a flat panel so that you can kind of collaborate. So picture this in a larger sense. So take your large meeting room, for example. What's the biggest problem that people have is coming in and connecting. You've got one laptop connection in the front of the room, one at the table, and then somebody's got to switch some buttons and they got to push some buttons and make sure it all comes up. And then sometimes the cable's bad, the interface is bad, somebody didn't push the button right, whatever is going to happen. So
somebody didn't bring their little flash drive, so they got to connect into a different computer. So you're unconnecting cables, connecting up again.
So you guys are doing a project, and you're coming in with your tablet or your CAD and some other folks are coming in, your engineers and your project managers, maybe they've got their units. So the biggest problem that we've had is everybody wants to connect, but they want it to be simple, keep it simple. And then you've got DisplayPort, you've got your VGA cable, you've got your DVI cable, you've got all these different connections that are out there. So Barco ClickShare, these people here, they came up with this little thing. So you walk in, you've got this little puck. You plug it into your USB connector. Everybody's got a USB. You plug it in, it connects. So I'm going to let Scott take it from here and kind of explain to you, and it's wireless, so you can sit anywhere in the room. You were talking about multiple people coming in. Everybody walks in. This little tray sits in there like a coffee cup holder. There's 4 of them. 4 ought to be enough for a meeting. We can do 8, but you put them in there. Everybody, the 4 people have their computer connect up, and then take it from there. I'll let Scott say it.
It allows you to instantly connect wirelessly to the display. It does have a base here, which is behind the wall here, which is the receiver part of the wireless, and it's switching, scaling the image up on your display automatically.
Now,
So
just
who controls what's?
Well, whoever pushes the button, I can turn some of these off, so we can go split mode like this. But let's say I want to bring this computer up, and we want to go full screen. I hold it for 30 seconds, and now we can look at this in larger view.
So something key said, and I want to go over it lightly, is it switches and scales, and it scales the image. So each computer may put out a unique resolution that's maybe unique to your application, okay? And one of the things that we've run into with projectors and displays is sometimes it'll display, but it doesn't look right, or it's too small, or it's off screen, things like that. So what this does is it takes your resolution, brings it up to the resolution of the display, and then it maintains it into the quad split if you need to, or into full screen. So you're never suffering quality. I don't know if you noticed it from here to a large screen that it changed, except it got bigger. The pixels get a little bigger, but it's still, the quality of the image is still there. So if you're working together in a project and everybody's got their information, you can da-da, or let's say, well, let's just look at yours and we'll just push this down, and this is what we're going to talk about today. Okay, and it's that simple. So, $6,000 retail. You get 4 of the pucks, the holder, and the wireless. Now, I'll tell you, I was telling the folks here earlier, and this may have application in things. How many times have you been in a multi-purpose area? The biggest complaint I have is, okay, Bill, I've got tables, I want to do them this way, I want to do U-shape, I want to do theater, I want to do round table, and I can't have cables running all over the place, and I have them connected over at the wall here, and I have them connected in the front of the room here. What can I do? So I did a project recently. There's 3 divided rooms, and we put one of these in each room. These are on different frequencies that are not populated by other stuff, okay? So they've got 24 channels available. So this is just one channel right here. So I could have 24 different divided rooms with 4 pucks going to one display. So you take 3 or 4 rooms and they all have a display in them. They could all have this. And then through another external device, you could combine all the rooms together. But you see, you have, in each room, you've got, where do you want to sit? Here, take this, sit down, you're connected. And then, if you want to combine them together, again, it's just a switch, you know, and you've been through that many times. We connect them, and it displays on all the displays at the same time, okay?
It does work with PC and Mac, and it's real easy when you connect to the device, when you plug it into your thumb drive, if you're a PC machine, a Windows machine, it's just like when you put a thumb drive in your computer, it pops up, says open files. There's an execute file there, you click on it, you're active, you can now wirelessly communicate your images.
So even a new PC or a PC that's not been using this before, it's just like that it's connected.
Absolutely. Any machine that has a USB.
So at our trade show in June in Las Vegas, this was like one of the big hits of that show for the new technology for this year. And Technical Innovation is one of the few authorized dealers to be able to sell this.
You take an existing meeting room that has a projection system, and because the output of this, right, DVI-I.
DVI or it's a DVI-I that or DisplayPort, and we include a DVI to VGA adapter.
So you can go into an existing system, you can add this, and just plug it right into whatever system you already have in place, because it'll take the analog signal, which is probably in 90% of the meeting spaces out there right now. We're doing a lot of conversion on campus right now. We're giving them both, analog and digital.
Is there any compatibility with adapters for iPads?
iPad interface will be available first quarter 2013. What they're telling us will be an iPad app for free and connect via Wi-Fi to the system. But it's not available today. So we're
But yeah, and because everybody's out there. Yeah. Well, and also then your iPhone.
iPhone and iPad.
So
We're unsure about Android tablets and phones, but iPad, iPhone.
So the next thing is so like you're having this big meeting and you want to have an audio conference and you're going like, well, how do I set up my room? Well, I can do the traditional Polycom star phone, set it in the middle of the table, hope that everybody gets heard. Maybe I've got a large meeting, maybe a small meeting. So with that, this is another type of wireless technology that is fairly new. That's kind of cool too.
Yeah, this is a product that is rechargeable batteries. It is a wireless product. Basically, you put the speaker out on the table, you can put the mics out on the table or wearable. You can use this to dial out. Now you have a tabletop wireless rechargeable conference phone system. But you can also connect your smartphone to via Bluetooth. So you want to use all the contacts you have in your contact manager on your phone to dial for the system. You can do that, and you also need this. But this comes with the system.
Is this a speaker?
This is the speaker.
So that sits on the table and that gives you the other end?
Yep. So ideally, this is on a credenza somewhere else. Pull it off, put it on the table. No wires, no power that you need on the table. Everything's communicating wirelessly to this and a base station, which is rack. Or it could be on the credenza. Nice and easy. So it's a great system. We also have a USB interface on here, so if you're doing a WebEx and Skype conference call, you can interface it to your computer, and now this will be the audio, the speaker, like in for your Skype conference call.
And I'm sorry, who makes that?
This is Revo Labs. Revo Labs. Yep, I've got a cut sheet over here on the table, and I'll get you that. So yeah, all these fit in here, and they automatically charge in the station as well. So when you're done, you put it back on the credenza, everything charges overnight, it's ready to be used the next day.